Hey everybody, Jeff Stone here with another episode of MagicReviewed.com, where we're not reviewing anything, but we're announcing who won the David Regal contest. Canon Upside Down. 4 DVDs and Canon. All are going to go to some lucky winner. Now, just like last time I did a limerick contest, it was rough, I struggled, and this time I even wrote a limerick about it. There once was a reviewer with a limerick contest, thinking and pondering over which he stressed. Now that it's done, someone has won. He picked the one that he believes is the best. Hopefully I'm right. I narrowed it down to 3. Last time I did the contest, I also narrowed it down to 3, and then I randomly picked the winner of the 3 right on film. This time I know who the winner is, but there are 2 runner-ups, and they're going to get a prize as well. So, the 3 poems are, I will read them to you, and I won't say who they're from yet, but if it's yours, you'll know. In no particular order, there was a poor man from Nantucket who had not a cent in his pocket. He walked into town, found T. Nelson Downs, and now he has coins in his bucket. That's one of the 3. Second one of the 3, in shadows a bunny would prance, with a top hat and sinister glance. He'd make flowers decay, and the sunshine turns gray in his eerie and odd magic dance. And then the third of the top 3 is the following. A review revealed flaws that were tragic. It simply dismissed tasteless magic. So repentance was done, and new favor was won. Yes, the Regal Stone made him more dramatic. Now, before I announce the winner, I'm curious what you think. I'll post a comment that has the 3 poems, and I'll label them 1, 2, and 3. Then pause the video, tell me which one you think should have won before you find out which one actually won. And don't look at the other video to see who wrote it, right? Okay. Because I'm giving away a small prize to 2 and then the grand prize to a third one, everybody's going to get the second place prize. Whoever won gets the second place prize, and then the 2 second place folks get the second place prize. But first place person gets the second place prize and the big Regal package. Hopefully that all makes sense. So, hopefully you've made your vote. And now, a minute ago when I said in no particular order, I lied. The winner is... There was a poor man from Nantucket who had not a cent in his pocket. He walked into town, found T. Nelson Downs, and now he has coins in his bucket. That is by J. Leibowitz 8325. Congratulations, you won the entire David Regal set, plus the second place prize, which I'll tell you about in a second. The funny thing is, if you go look at the comment on the Regal video, he made a comment about how I don't think it's that great, but I didn't have much notice or something like that, which is hilarious because it actually won the contest. Now, the other 2, the reason I chose the top 3, by the way, for the most part, it had not much to do with the content. It was mostly about the rhythm. There were some that I liked the content maybe slightly better, but the rhythm wasn't quite right. It wasn't quite a limerick. And I'm not going to say who those are because I don't want anybody to feel bad. But these have the proper rhythm of a limerick. This whole flow of dun 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 dun, and then there's dun 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 dun, and then dun 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 dun. Right? I know that's probably terrible the way I just did that, but let me read the first one again. The winner. There was a poor man from Nantucket who had not a cent in his pocket. He walked into town, found T. Nelson Downs, and now he has coins in his bucket. That is the proper flow and a rhythm of a limerick. The bunny one. In shadows a bunny would prance, with a top hat and sinister glance. He made flowers decay and the sunshine turn gray in his eerie and odd magic dance. It's very much the way the flow of a limerick should go. The third one here, it's close, but it's a little bit off rhythmically when you speak it, but it's really close, and the subject also plays a part, right? A review revealed flaws that were tragic. It simply dismissed tasteless magic. So repentance was done and new favor was won. Yes, the Regal Stone made him more dramatic. So the middle piece, the 2 shorter verses, that rhythm and flow there is what kind of makes a limerick work, I think. Anyway, shut up, Jeff. So what's the second place prize? That is the same as it was last time. You can pick anything from my website, literally whatever you want. The only caveat I'll throw in there is if you happen to be overseas where it's going to cost me a super bunch of money to send you anything you want, we may have to negotiate on what that thing, what the anything is that you're going to get. I'm still willing to send physical products overseas, but some of my products cost a lot more to ship overseas than some of the others. But we'll work something out. Anyway, now, how do you claim the prize? I'm going to tell you that in just a second. I just want to mention something here. when I chose these, I made a point of having the poems removed from YouTube. I had some help with that, and put in a list and then shuffled before I even looked through them to decide who I was going to pick. Now, as the poems were coming in, I did respond to a lot of them, but I didn't register who wrote what. And so when I went through and made my final decision, I had a Word document with all the poems in a random order, and I sorted through them and picked out the ones that I liked. And then when I was done, I went back and figured out who they were. Well, you're not going to believe that when I tell you the following. One of the ones was the one about the bunny, and because it had this just dark sort of beauty to it that I thought was kind of cool and appealing. Well, when I went to go see who wrote it, it's actually a friend of mine that lives right here in Utah. And it's a complete coincidence. I had no idea it was his channel. And if you follow him at all, you'll see every 10 minutes he changes the name of his channel, right? And so I go back and look at all my old comments from him, and every time the channel's different. So that one goes to Javier Montalongo. But the other two, the first winner who won the grand prize, that is J. Leibowitz 8325. And then the second person who is going to get a second place prize only, that is Magic Yitz. And so all of you, send me an email to stonecoldmagic@gmail.com. And there's a trick that we'll do that I can verify that it's actually you and not somebody trying to steal your prize, right? So, but send me an email to stonecoldmagic@gmail.com. Let me know that you won. Jay Leibowitz, you are the first place winner, so you get the Regal stuff and anything you want from my website. So in the email, tell me the thing you want from my website. And then Magic Yitz, you get anything you want from my website. Javier, you get anything you want from my website, but I think you have everything already. So we'll have to see. Maybe I'll buy you lunch or something. Anyway, sorry that this was such a long, drawn-out thing. Thanks for your patience. Anyway, I'll shut up and we'll get to the reason why you guys really come here. And that's what we want to hear today's random iTunes song of the moment, which is... Oh, I just bumped something there. Sorry. Which is... Sorry about the rooting the drama. My Destination by Boston. Yes. Okay. Not many stories to tell about Boston other than in high school there was a girl named Amanda, right? And Boston had that great song Amanda. And we were friends. I wasn't even necessarily interested in her as a girlfriend, but I just thought it'd be cool if she was my girlfriend so I could play that song for her. It was more about the song than anything else. Anyway, we worked together at JB's Big Boy in Pocatello, Idaho, a long time ago. Anyway, also, if you don't know Boston, go to Spotify or iTunes or wherever you get your music, YouTube music. All of their albums are really, really good. And there's also a really cool mini documentary I just watched from the Professor of Rock, which is really cool about Boston. And so I'll put a link to that too. I think you guys would get a kick out of that. Anyway, that's it for this one. Tune in next time when we actually have a review. Don't know what it is, but it'll show up in the next few days. Thanks, as always, for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace out.